I'm Pastor Wayne Morrow with Peoples Presbyterian Church, and I'm excited to have with us Jeffrey Kramer, who is a stalwart here at the church and in the community. So I'd like you, if you would, Jeffrey, just introduce yourself a little bit to folks.
I'm Jeffrey Kramer. Been here at the church for almost 10 years, and then we mentioned community because we are a lot about community, and been here in Cathedral City for 29 years. And I won't tell you how long, but I'm a native Californian. So somewhere in the Eisenhower's year, I started living in California.
And we want to talk about your creativity today. You're a Renaissance person here at the church. You do a lot of different things. So where does all that creativity come from?
It's from choosing my parents well, really. I was very fortunate in the household I grew up in, partly because I was the younger child, so had a little bit more advantage. My brothers had to walk through snow. I got limousine to church. Not quite that way, but it was very fortunate growing up in a family that my parents insisted that we try many different things. So every one of us had to try a little bit of music, try a little bit of singing, try a little bit of sports. And that was just the way it was. And a lot of that matched the skill set that I had. And my mother was wonderful. Every Tuesday, she'd pick me up from school and we'd go to the library. And so that got me into learning many, many different things about different cultures and experiences. And it was a great childhood, and have been able to live that childhood through into retirement now.
Yeah, because you practice your creativity here, but also in the community. So tell me a little bit about your creative endeavors in our community.
And a lot of that has spawned from here, but at the community, I play piano at the church here occasionally and substitute, and fill in every once in a while at another church that has a need. Have sung in various choirs throughout the community, but trying to support all of the various charities we have. I'm very near to me is helping support children that didn't have the childhood that I have. So last night played for a fundraiser for the Boys and Girls Club. Do that regularly. Do at least one fundraiser a month playing the piano. 1 year we had Vacation Bible School here, and I thought, what better way to teach kids lessons than to do puppeteering? Well, City Hall found out about it before too long, and next thing I know, I'm orchestrating a puppet show at City Hall for the winter celebration for a week's worth of performances. And then I'm kind of an odd duck because I think it's wonderful to involve community. So they gave me a dozen high school students, and we made puppets and wrote scripts, and that's what it's all about, making this whole community a much, much better place, not just for the church and its people here, but for the other tens of thousands and the families that are here in the community that may be at another church, doesn't matter. They're part of our community.
So that's you really vocalize what really is a central part of this church, which is to be a service to the community. And you emphasize some ways that we can do that as a church, but also individually. And so that means a lot to you, and it means a lot to the church and where we're going.
Yeah, it was very important. My parents, again, choosing my parents well, it was very important to be a part of the community, and what you do builds the community. And you take that skill, whether it's helping out at the library, if it's helping out at the Little League games, keeping score for the whatever, or something at the high school, whoever needs help in the community, if you've got a talent that backs it, help them out. It doesn't cost you anything, doesn't hurt, and wonderful, wonderful friends and acquaintances all along the way.
Yeah, I was going to say, what are some of the benefits? I'm just thinking people might be listening and not involved in the community here at Cathedral City, or maybe not at their community. So what are some of the benefits that people can have by getting out and being involved? How can it benefit them? Not only the people they're helping, but
it's wonderful when, if not this time of year, it's hot in the summertime here, but the rest of the time, if you go to some of the things that the city has quite a good program of outdoor activities. We've got a wonderful city square with the Freedom Fountain, which is beautiful, and it's a place no charge. So you can bring your kids, splash in the water, it's wonderful being adult, no parents, to go watch a whole bunch of kids play in the water in this summer heat. So you can be outside, you can be involved, whatever your talent is, or learn different things. The Senior Center has many wonderful programs. Yep. There's many others that are offered through the local YMCAs and the community centers. The library has many wonderful programs. So just go on the Cathedral City's website and see all the many wonderful things that are happening. And come here and meet the people here, and trust me, I'll get you involved somewhere if you want to be involved in something.
I think that's one of the things that really attracted me to this congregation is people are interested and they're involved not only in their church but in the community. This one's doing gardening for the community. This one's doing another service to the community, the food bank. And I think that people here at All Peoples, you're going to meet people that are involved in the community as well. So I think people will feel comfortable.
And many different things. We had a couple of summers ago, we were one of the hot stations. So we were able to get people out of the hot summer air, and they took our social hall and laid out cots, and we got the food going, and the food bank was here. They had showers out in the patio, and they housed, I don't remember how many it was, several hundred over the summertime. Were able to find some safe refuge that whether they're homeless or whether the power was just out at the house, the air conditioner broke. And so there's so many opportunities that you can use a natural talent, a spiritual talent, whatever that is, or grow in a natural talent or a spiritual talent.
In fact, our new location, which we're not at quite yet, but we will be soon, right there in the heart of Cathedral City on Date Palm, Diana Shore, it's really a place where we hope we can reach out to more and more people that have different needs. Library's right almost next door.
Library's close. We used to call our nickname here unofficially was Church in the Cove, because we're back into the hillsides in a little canyon. I like to call the new space the Church in the Marketplace.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're right across from a movie theater, a shopping center, restaurants. The high school's half a block away, junior high. Everything's really right there. So we're in the midst of commerce in our new place.
And you also preach here. And one of the things that I was really struck by in a positive way, and so was Pastor Rob, was your social justice kind of emphasis in your preaching. Can you just say a word about that? Because I think it's related to what you're talking about.
It is wanting to get people involved, wanting to make sure, as we've said, we've taken it into our name now, that all are welcome. God's love is not conditional on somebody's behavior, their performance, the income. It doesn't have anything to do with that. So that's been a part. And I also have felt a certain amount of freedom to do it. When Lee, our pastor of previous years, asked me to preach, I thought, they can just fire me because I'm if they don't like what I'm saying. So it gave me a boldness that I could really go outside what maybe the paid pastor can't do.
Yeah, so you can kind of be more prophetic, and you can say, we need as a church to do this because, what are they going to do to you? They could, run you out of town, and it's not going to wreck all of your income.
Yeah, my career won't disappear in front of me.
So we're going to get to hear from you in just a minute to play the piano, but your career, you have recently retired. Just tell us a little bit about what your career was.
I had a wonderful, I played piano and danced and did stage in my youth and growing up. And that was just not a steady income stream. And I knew what my talents were. And I wasn't going to be the professional I wanted. So was able to continue the performance realm in community efforts. But the music is often related to math very well. So I had a very lucrative career as an accountant and got in just in time to experience the .com. So it's been quite an adventure for just a mere 66 years. But of many different careers and opportunities. So I've been very blessed.
That's excellent. I think there might be some parents out there of children that are musical that would like to hear that word. Music is related to math, and that because you can make some money at math. It's harder to make money in music.
I worked with another accountant who he couldn't be first chair violinist in Dallas, so he took over his father's business, his accounting firm. But there is a correlation in brain activity that makes math and music go together.
Beautiful. And now we get a chance to hear from Jeffrey himself playing the piano.
Thank you. Yeah, we have our worship service regularly here, so anyone that's local or visiting, we do have a good number of guests from Canada and cold places that like to come here in January when we can still go to the poolside. So if you're local or visiting, please do come by and visit us. We have our organ, our piano, sometimes guitars. For a smaller congregation, we do love our music, so there's always singing, humming, new and old music. And if you've got a favorite, bring it to us, and we'll figure out a way to incorporate it if we can.
And you mentioned the singing. This is not a large congregation, but it sings louder and better than any other congregation I've been a part of. So yeah, it's a very joyful musical experience. And so please join us. You can come in person. Here, we're in the Cove right now, but soon to be on Date Palm and Dinah Shore. And also on Facebook and YouTube. We hope you'll join us live on Sunday mornings, or you can go watch a recording and sing along. The words are actually on the screen, so you're welcome to sing along and worship with us. Peace of Christ be with you.